Welcome to the deep dive.
Okay, so imagine this. You're at work, just going about your day, and suddenly, bam, everyone gets a $9 million bonus.
Yeah,
Sounds pretty amazing, right?
that's the dream.
Well, that's almost what happened at Samsung back in 2018.
Oh, wow.
Someone made a fat finger error.
A fat finger error.
Yeah, basically a typo.
Okay.
And accidentally issued $100 billion worth of shares to employees.
Whoops.
That's more than 30 times the company's value.
Wow.
I can't even imagine.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little crazy to think about just like how a small mistake can have these huge consequences.
Absolutely. And I think it just goes to show that, even if you're not dealing with billions of dollars,
Right.
these kinds of things can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
And there's some really valuable lessons that we can all take away from this Samsung story.
Yeah, so today we're going to dive deep into how Samsung handled this massive PR nightmare.
Okay.
And you know what we can learn from their experience?
Sounds good.
So let's break this down. 16 employees sold their shares within 37 minutes.
Wow, that's fast.
The stock tanked by 11%.
Yikes.
Oh, it sounds chaotic.
Yeah.
So what specific steps did Samsung take to kind of regain control of this whole situation?
Well, I think the most important thing was speed.
Okay.
They moved incredibly quickly to acknowledge the error and then halt the share distribution.
Right.
This rapid response is really like a cornerstone of crisis management. The faster you can address the issue, the better you can control the narrative and limit the damage.
So it's kind of like ripping off a Band-Aid.
Exactly.
Just do it quickly.
Yeah.
But how do you prepare for something like this?
Right.
Could Samsung have even anticipated a $100 billion typo?
Well, you can't predict every possible mishap.
Right.
But having these contingency plans in place for various scenarios can make a huge difference.
Okay.
Think of it like a fire drill. You might not know when a fire is going to break out,
Right.
but you know exactly what to do when the alarm sounds.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But contingency plans for marketing, what does that even look like?
Well, it really depends on your business and the potential risks that you face.
Okay.
But for example, you could have pre-written templates for apologizing for common errors,
Right.
like sending out an email with the wrong link.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could have a system in place to quickly update website copy if incorrect information is published,
Makes sense.
or establish clear communication protocols for dealing with negative social media comments.
So you're saying it's not about predicting the specific error,
No, not
just having a general framework
Yeah,
for dealing with these unexpected issues quickly and effectively.
precisely. And that leads us to the final and maybe the most important lesson from Samsung.
Yeah.
Embracing mistakes as learning opportunities.
Yeah. They didn't just try to sweep this massive blunder under the rug.
No, they didn't.
But what does that look like practically?
Right.
How can you embrace a mistake in marketing,
Sure.
especially when it feels like a huge failure?
Well, it's about analyzing what went wrong, identifying the root cause of the issue,
Okay.
and then using that knowledge to refine your processes and prevent similar mistakes in the future.
Right.
So in Samsung's case, they probably implemented stricter double-checking systems for share transactions,
Okay.
reviewed their authorization levels, maybe even improved their employee training programs.
So instead of viewing the error as just this purely negative event,
Right.
you're using it to actually strengthen your systems,
Yeah,
make your marketing more robust.
exactly.
That's a really powerful way to frame it.
Mistakes are inevitable, but they can be incredibly valuable if you approach them with a learning mindset.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
This all sounds great in theory,
sure.
but I'm wondering, how does this apply to a small business owner or someone just starting out in marketing?
Right.
It's easy to talk about embracing mistakes when you're a giant corporation like Samsung.
Uh-huh.
But what if you're working on a much smaller scale?
That's a great question. I think the key is to apply these principles proportionally.
Okay.
So maybe you don't need a multi-layered contingency plan,
Right.
but you can still benefit from having pre-written responses for common email mishaps,
Yeah.
or a system for quickly correcting errors on your website.
Right.
The scale might be different, but the underlying ideas of preparedness and learning from mistakes are universal.
So what does all this mean for our listeners?
Well, while Samsung's error was extraordinary in scale,
Yeah.
the underlying marketing principles are relevant to everyone.
Right.
Ask yourself, how can you build a more resilient approach to your marketing,
Yeah.
knowing that mistakes, big or small, are inevitable?
What systems or strategies can you put in place today to handle them effectively?
Exactly.
It's all about turning potential stumbles into stepping stones, no matter the size of your business or your marketing budget.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Step right up, we're diving in. Marketing tales from where to when. Curious facts that make you grin. Welcome, friends, let's begin. From lost campaigns to clever schemes, broken dreams and wild extremes, the lessons learned through all extremes. Truth is stranger than it seems. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. The lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Marketing myths and legends bold. Stories better than gold. Every tale is retold in ways you've never been told. From the quirky ads gone haywire to campaigns that catch fire. Every story to admire. Tune in and let's aspire. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. Lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. From lost campaigns to clever schemes, broken dreams and wild extremes, the lessons learned through all extremes. Truth is stranger than it seems. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. Lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. Lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear.